Certainly. Python or Redis Queue is a simple library for creating background jobs using Redis as a message broker. When combined with web scraping, it allows you to queue scraping tasks that can be processed in the background, which is especially useful for handling multiple scraping jobs concurrently. Step-by-step tutorial on using Python for web scraping. 1. Set up your environment. To get started, you will need to install a few packages. Ensure you have Python installed, then use pip to install work scheduler, and any web scraping libraries you intend to use, for example, requests, beautifulsoup, or scrapy. You can download it from the Redis website, redis. You download or install it via a package manager. Start a Redis server. Make sure your Redis server is running. You can typically start it using the command bash redis server. 3. Create a scraper function. Create a Python script scraper py that will define the scraping logic. Here's a simple example that scrapes the titles of articles from a sample website. Python import requests from s4 import beautifulsoup def scrape website URL response requests get URL if response status code 200 soup beautifulsoup response text parser title soup find all to assuming titles Aaron was to so was it for title to quail to so quail whale so whale so whale so whale suffer to show quail to suffer so quail so quail so Quail pro 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 so quail so pro so co so to quail viewer quail to so quail viewer well view to well view pa well Four. Set up the Arc worker. Create another script to define the Arc worker that will process jobs from the queue. Create a file named worker. Python import os from Arc import worker. Queue connection import Redis connect to Redis URLs g10 Redis URL Redis localhost 6000 379 con Redis from URL Redis URL if name main with connection con worker list map queue hide default low worker work. 5. Create a job queue. You will also need a script to enqueue your scraping jobs. Let's create a script called enqueue. Python from Arc import queue from Arc import connection import Redis from scraper import scrape website connect to Redis or Redis localhost 6000 379 con Redis from Redis URL create a queue connection con enqueue scraping jobs URL list at example com page 1 at example com page 2 at example com page 3 enqueue each or for URL list job queue and queue scrape website URL print at you call well you call while, 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 call, while, call, while you call, while, you call, while, producer, 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 Six. Running the worker open our terminal and run the worker script bash python worker py. This will start their worker and it will listen for jobs in the queue. Enqueue the jobs in another terminal. Run your enqueue script bash python enqueue py. This will put your scraping jobs into the queue and the worker will start processing them as they come in. Check the results. The results of the scraping jobs will be returned as the jobs complete. You can modify the scrape website function to store results in a database or write them to a file. Conclusion: UV now set up a simple web scraper that uses Pythonarc to manage a queue of scraping tasks. You can extend this by adding error handling, logging, and handling more complex scraping tasks as needed. Additional tips: monitor the queue. You can use the dashboard to monitor your jobs. Install Arc dashboard for a web interface. Concurrency: you can run multiple workers to handle more jobs simultaneously. Error handling: implement error handling in your scraping function to manage network failures or parse errors gracefully. That's it. You now have a basic setup for using Pythonarc to scrape websites efficiently.